After installing Prediction 4.0, you will want to launch Excel to access our client. You'll notice two new ribbons added to Excel. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the Insight Now ribbon. The Insight Now ribbon provides wizard-driven predictive analysis tools designed to walk business analysts and Excel power users through predictive modeling for immediate, actionable insights. You will recall from the installation video that the Prediction drop-down menu contains the links to resources, help, and your account management options. To the right of the Prediction drop-down are 7 buttons grouped into the Insights pane. Clicking on each of these launches a wizard that consumes data and creates an Excel report that is designed to facilitate actionable insights. We will go through these in detail in a few moments. The 3 buttons in the rightmost pane, Workspaces, Macros, and Tasks, are designed to facilitate management and automation of your predictive analytics tasks. We will focus on them in a later video. The 7 buttons in the Insights pane are Analyze Key Influencers, Detect Categories, Fill from Example, Forecast, Highlight Exceptions, Prediction Calculator, and Shopping Basket Analysis. Analyze Key Influencers allows you to quickly understand which values of your input influence specific outcomes. For example, if you wanted to understand what common values are shared by your customers who cancel their contracts, you would use this feature. I will now demonstrate how to use the Analyze Key Influencers wizard. I already have a dataset loaded in the form of an Excel table. In this particular case, it contains information about a student's decision to attend college, as well as possible influencers like parental income, IQ, and whether the student was encouraged to attend. I have clicked on a cell somewhere in the table, and I will now click the Analyze Key Influencers button. The wizard window appears, and here I select the column for which I want to know the influencers, college plans. I also uncheck Perform Advanced Text Analytics. I now click Run, and an analysis task is created on the server. Once the task completes, it creates an Excel report. Navigating to the Excel report, Influencers for College Plans, we see a list of factors and their relative impact on a student's decision whether to attend college, as well as an indicator of how confident this prediction is. For example, we can see that parental encouragement, high IQ, and high parent income are strong influencers. I can interact with this report by clicking on the filter icon next to the column heading. For example, I can filter out the influence of parental encouragement on the student's decision to go to college. I will now briefly describe the functions of the other buttons on the toolbar, and describe their use in detail in a later video. Detect Categories detects groupings in your input data based on similarity, and can be used, for example, in detecting groups of customers that are most likely to respond in an advertising campaign. Fill from Example detects patterns in data, and uses these patterns to fill missing values. One example would be predicting whether a customer might default on a loan, based on patterns of customer defaults in the past. Fill from Example also generates a pattern report so you can examine the patterns in detail. Forecast uses a range of data modeling techniques to predict future time series values from previous information. This wizard can be used, for example, to predict future sales or staffing requirements based on the previous year's data. Highlight Exceptions analyzes data and detects anomalies. It shows expected values for each exception and creates a report summarizing the exceptions discovered. For example, exceptions detected might be fraudulent insurance claims or transactions, or indicators that a machine or device might malfunction. Prediction Calculator generates a dynamic scorecard that can be used to predict an outcome from the data based on a cost-revenue matrix that you specify. The results can be consumed online or be printed. A typical example of its use would be to optimize interventions based on the costs of false negative or false positive results. Shopping basket analysis consumes your transaction data to detect items that were purchased together frequently. The report also contains recommendations on upsell data and specific upsell values for each recommendation. Thank you for watching this overview video on Insight Now. All of these easy-to-use wizards are available to you in Prediction Insight to help your organization receive immediate value from your data. To learn about more advanced predictive analytic functions available with Prediction Insight, please view our next video in the series, the Insight Analytics Overview. Thank you.